Yo, what's up? It's your boy Bo Nappy back with another Be Advised. We're doing these 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Lock in, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. Please subscribe and comment and all that stuff. Um, I'm probably gonna have to look at for another way to share these on other platforms, but um, let's get to it. We're back in the relationship streets. I, 37-year-old female, gave my husband, 39-year-old male, an ultimatum about his hobby. How do we move forward? Spouse and I have been married 15 years. Oh, look at that. Just like me and wifey. And we have three kids under 10. Ooh, boy. Uh, we've always been into fitness, but my husband is always looking for ways to do more. Last year, he trained for and competed in his first triathlon. Uh, We were all pretty proud of him and glad he had the experience, but the training really kind of sucked for us at home. He spent over 3 months working out nearly every day. It is incredibly time consuming. He'd spend hours a day. For example, some days he'd work his job, then come home and do a 3 hour bike ride or run. There are many days where he flat out didn't see our kids at all, and I really felt like a single mom. About a month after his triathlon, he started talking about how he wanted to do another right away. I immediately asked him what his plans were for triathlons. He said he'd like to compete in them continuously throughout the year. I told him that if that was the case, I really didn't think I could do that, and that it might be best if we part ways. He was incredibly upset. Well, I mean, God, that's one way to say it. Um, he's incredibly upset and indignant, told me I was unsupportive and trying to sabotage him. He said it was unfair to make that demand, that if I was dating someone, I would never ask them to quit their hobby. And he's right. I wouldn't, but I would still absolutely peace out because their hobby is incompatible with the life I'm looking for. I didn't really feel like I was even making a demand. I was stating the fact that it was really hard to support the family alone while he trained, and that I couldn't see myself doing it forever. And if he wanted to become a triathlete, even though it was unsupportive on paper, I feel like the most supportive thing I can do in the situation is step away and let him do what he wants and chase his dreams. He eventually agreed to drop the triathlons because we're the most important thing to him, in quotations, to him. But it's been months and he still finds ways to make snide comments about it or bring it up out of the blue if we argue. I can't tell if he's feeling resentful or if he's trying to get me to feel bad to change his mind about it. At any rate, I feel the same way, and there's no chance I'm changing. There's no chance I'm going to change my mind. How do I move forward from this? Okay. So, there's a few things. One, I don't think the way you brought it up was very good. Um, it, like there's ways to say things, and I don't think, first off, I don't think you're wrong at all. If this triathlon training is taking him away from the family a lot, for he's BSing. Like, bro, you can't be gone all day training for these triathlons and you got a whole family at home. Like, you have to know that you're not being fair to your spouse. So let me just start with that. You are correct in your feelings of, hey, I need help and this is kind of selfish on his part. It is. I agree with you on that. How you say things is everything when it comes to relationships and especially arguments. Um, the way you brought this up, I think, was terrible. So let me read it again. About a month after the triathlon, he started talking about how he wanted to do another one right away. Okay. So he's like, "Oh man, that was great." I'm just paraphrasing. "Oh man, that was great. I can't wait to do the next one." Right? I immediately asked him what his plans were for the triathlons. He said he wanted to do them continuously throughout the year. Yeah, I want to do them for the rest of the year. That's what he's saying. Right? I told him that if that was the case, I really Didn't think I could do that, and it might be best if we part ways. Okay, so immediately saying threatening divorce after asking what his plans were, I feel like is a bit, I just don't think that's the best way to do it. Why not, instead of saying, okay, well, I guess we're going to have to divorce, why not say, hey, honey, we're really happy for you, and it was great seeing you compete in the triathlon, but this is really hard on me. Like maybe if you do one a year, I could be down with it. But the fact that it takes all this time away from us, like we hardly see you, this is really tough on me. I feel like a single mom when you're training for these. I'm not saying you can never do one again, but like this cannot be a thing that you do all year long. That I feel like is a lot more reasonable way to bring this up. The fact that you immediately went to, well, I mean, I guess if you're gonna do that, we gotta have to divorce is just i- it's like it it's a it's a zero to it's like a extreme escalation. Like you went from everything's good to throwing, pulling the pin and throwing the grenade on the whole relationship. So that probably put him on a very defensive position, right? Because you're like, dang, I just did something that I really love and that's great, and now you're talking about divorcing me. So I just think the way you brought it up was bad. I think you're going to have to revisit this topic and explain it better. So you need to let him know that you're not hating on him, that you don't hate his hobby, and it's not that you're trying to sabotage him. I mean, I don't know what you mean by sabotaging, unless he's trying to become a professional athlete or to get paid for it. But this is really tough on me and the kids. With you being gone all the time, it's just not feasible to do. It sounds like he did somewhat. Um, he does understand what you're coming from, but I think you need to revisit it and clear it up a little bit. That's what I would say. Revisit this with him and say it better. That's the best way I can put it. Say it better. Don't go 0 to 100. Just like you don't have to threaten divorce. Like I said, that's all I got to say about this. Revisit it, explain it better, explain that it's not hate or anything like that, and then go from there. All right, let's see. Let's get another one in here. Uh, oh. Okay. How do I, male 22, tell my best friend, male 22, that I only want to spend time with him, not his girlfriend? He moved far away 3 years ago, and he moved far away 3 years ago to live with his girlfriend, I'm assuming, and only comes back 1 week a year. So I only see him then. The last 3 years when we met up, he always brought his girlfriend along. She's a stranger to me, so I only talk to him. So she just quietly tags along. But she always interrupts us to snuggle with him or kiss him, which makes me extremely uncomfortable. Okay, she's a PDA. Um, I want to ask him if it's possible if we only two meet up, and if it's not, I'd rather not meet up with him, but I don't want to hurt his feelings. Now I never had nor ever will I have a girlfriend. Um, okay, that's okay. So I don't understand it, but it would be difficult. But would it be difficult for her just to stay at home and watch YouTube or something for a few hours? They spend every day together anyway. My mom says they are a package deal, while my dad understands my point. Okay, so yeah, y'all are on the younger end where people are starting to pair off. Um, I'm just gonna say this: you lose a lot of good friends along the way. Um, this decade of your life is going to probably be a lot of your best friends through school and growing up. A lot of them are going to disappear, whether it's just life, whether it's spouses who don't like you and push you out of the way, whether it's just growing apart. You know what I mean? Naturally, you're going to lose a lot of friends. I have, and it's kind of part of it. It sucks. As far as this particular situation, I don't think this is out of bounds at all. It's your buddy. Just tell him, hey man, um, when we hang out, is it okay if your girl doesn't tag along with us, bro? Like, I don't have anything against. This is how I would say it. I don't have anything against your girl at all. I just feel like it's kind of awkward with her being there because I don't know her, so we don't talk. She doesn't say anything really. She just kind of hangs around, and then randomly you guys start kissing and making out, and then it feels weird. Like, we don't hang out that much anyway. Can we just, when we hang out, can you she just not come? And if that's your boy, he's not going to take offense to it. You know what I mean? The only person who would take offense to that would probably be his girlfriend. So just say it straight up. I would just be like, hey, bro, yeah, what I just said. And yeah, it's not hard for, I don't go along with, wifey every time she goes to hang out with friends, and she doesn't come with me whenever I hang out with friends either. So, especially if there's nothing to add. So yeah, I would just bring it up straight up with them. But foreshadowing, right? This decade of your life will probably be a lot of losing friends because of spouses and other things. But yeah, just bring it straight up to them. I think you have a point. Just let them know. But that's all I got for this one. Again, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. I'm out. Peace.